How was your love day weekend? Love, well, every day should be love day. Or you putting into practice some type of sharing of love, whether it be to others, whether it be to yourself. Okay? But even with that said, hopefully you guys had an amazing love day weekend and were able to put it in whoop, 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 big mode exponentially with all the loves and hopefully allowed yourself to receive love this weekend. Okay? Hello, this is Sahara. I am Sahara, and this is the House of Pool channel. We are here to do an amazing reading for you. And here on this channel, we take an energetic snapshot of what's going on, put it out on the table via tarot, and then talk about it. Okay? So let's get into it. So we're going to do our 3 gongs, which I like to do because it allows us to get into the moment, which is beyond space and time. Okay? And we're going to see what the cards got for us, okay? All right, let's do it. Slow, deep breaths. Allowing your energy to settle, releasing any doubts, worries, or concerns. Letting go, letting go, letting go. Coming into the moment that is beyond space and time. Opening yourself up to the guidance, the divine guidance, love and healing that is here for you today. I call forth the full force of Source within me, connected with the collective. I ask that you allow me to receive this message at the highest level of knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. All the while allowing them to receive this message at the highest level of knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. Then have the willpower and know-how to merge it into their daily lives so that they too can live to their fullest potential within this lifetime. We love you, we love you, we love you, we thank you, we thank you, we thank you for all that you do, have done, and will do, seen and unseen, heard and unheard. I ask for your protection of the highest level and all the dimensions and all the spaces. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Connected with the collective today to give them the divine love and healing it is that they need. Let it be powerful. Let it be impactful. Let them shift. Let them rise. Let them be even stronger. Let them be even more in abundance. Let them have and radiate even more love than they could have ever imagined. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Love you, love you, love you. And so it is. Okay. Yeah. Set that intention. Okay, guys. So let's see who is going first with Dana. And then remember, guys, so I do these readings. I start off with a quick collective reading. Oh, this one. I start off with a quick collective reading, and then in about a few minutes, we're going to do live readings. So I pick people to do live readings to see what it is that's going on, and then we can tune in, as Abraham says, tune in, tap in, turn on. See what's going on in your neck of the woods. All right, first card drawn is the 10 of Wands in reverse. Ooh, we do have the Devil card coming up. It's got some fear taking place. The Fool. We have the 4 of Swords in reverse. We have the Magician in reverse. Okay. Let's see what's going on. Oh, what's this one sticking out? We have the Emperor in reverse as well. Okay. All right. And then we also got back of the deck energy, which is the Cups. Hello, Foster the Weekend. All right. So first, just right off the bat, we got the 10 of Wands in reverse. So whenever I see the 10 of Wands in reverse, I kind of get happy. Because usually when it's like this, that means you're overwhelmed. You can't see what's in front of you. You can't really see what's going on because you're overwhelmed by all the things that you got to do. When I'm seeing this, that means that you're coming into a state of being where you realize that you're overwhelmed. And you're beginning, either you're doing it or the universe is doing it for you. Some of these sticks are beginning to fall. giving more clarity, taking off the feeling of being overwhelmed. This could be also a sign of healing. Now, as these things or whatever it is you're letting go of, or as these things are moving out of your life, there is a bit of fear happening. I'm going to cover this up because we have to cover them up. Okay. We have the Devil card. All right. Don't be afraid of this card. This is about fear. This is about the shadow. Okay. So there is a fear that is coming up about moving forward on a new endeavor and taking a leap of faith into a new endeavor. Okay. It actually could be something that you're thinking about, but is causing unrest. You're not resting. Four Swords has to do with taking a pause, taking a rest, but you're not resting. Okay. You're actually in deep thought about it, trying to figure out what it is to do or how to have the courage that you need to take that first jump. There is a loss of remembering how much power that you have. You feeling as though maybe that you don't have what it takes, or that you don't have all the things that you need in order to take that leap of faith, in order to muster up that courage of faith. Okay? There is some type of feeling of lack of foundation. Once again, lack of resources, lack of stability, lack of foundation in order to move forward. All right. Back of the deck energy, with it being the Page of Cups. The message for you in reference to that is learn how to begin to, because page is the beginning, right? Study and begin to learn how to trust in the process. Begin to learn how to trust in taking one step at a time. Even though you can't see that ground or where to place your feet, know that once you take that first step, the ground will appear. Know and begin to trust your intuition in ways that you may not have before. Learn to trust, to listen to what it is that you are feeling. Your intuition mixed with what is going on inside of you and how you feel about that. What are these things telling you? Like, really have a sit down, pause, conversation with yourself. But once again, it's saying you're not pausing, you're thinking. It's asking you to pause, to think, to give yourself a moment, easily and effortlessly. What else do we have here? Let me go a little deeper and see what else do we have going on here. Okay. 9 of Coins is you want to have personal and ultimate fulfillment within yourself. Okay. This is what you want. This is what your desire is. To not have to count or depend on anyone else, for you to be able to do it yourself and to be stable in doing things for yourself. Strongly, stable, abundant. See all those seeds? Those seeds he could use to replant and make more watermelons. See? The bird is here, which means he's been given messages, and he's smiling at the bird, which means they're both looking at each other. They've been talking to each other. He's been listening to the messages that he's been receiving, and he's been following through on the messages that he's been receiving without any resistance. Okay? And because of that, look how bountiful it is. Look how calm that water is in the back. Okay? This is where we're wanting to go. This is where we're, in a sense, almost afraid to take movement forward. Yeah, this Knight of Wands. It is in reverse. That lack of wanting to, you want to move forward, but there is a fear about moving forward. You're losing hope because maybe the wishes, the things that you've been praying for and wishing for, they're not coming through at the pace that you wanted to come through. But what they're telling you is that you have to take and make the first move. You cannot be stagnant. There is some move that you need to make. And I had this conversation earlier in one of my readings. There is a move that you need to make. And when you make that move, the next door will open. The next key will be given to you. The next thing will be told to you that you have to do. Okay? It's wanting you to put structure into place. Okay? Get more clear. Put more structure into place and take that move forward, or even begin to make a plan about making that move, taking that move forward. We have the Two of Cups. All right? Two things filling each other's cup. Okay? There could be a partnership coming. There could be someone that helps you out, someone that sees the same vision as you, someone who's trusting in your vision and will help you move forward easily and effortlessly. See? Look at that. The beginning of something creative beginning to happen, but you're the one that has to get that fire and use that fire to paint that which you want. That which you want to bring into the world. Yes, you can hope and wish and pray and manifest and bring those things in. However, you're the one that has to put the paintbrush in your hand and begin to what? Move. Move. Take the movement. Okay? Easily and effortlessly. Yep. King of Coins. Because what you're going to manifest is something that's going to be grand. It's going to be stable. It's going to have longevity. It's going to flourish. Okay, look how big and strong that is. And it's also the tortoise. Slow and steady. Slow and steady. But you are going to build something bountiful. This will be answered. You will have the stability that you want. You will begin to remember the power that you have in your own hands. Bippity boppity boop. Okay? Making things happen. All this fear, and you learning how to work through this fear and begin to have courage and be brave in reference to yourself, in reference to the nudges and messages that you're receiving. This is all part of the process. All these different emotions, all these different feelings, all these different, in air quotes, obstacles. The obstacles are opportunity for you to evolve, for you to grow, if you so choose. Okay? The Page of Wands. Okay? So we got the idea, the aha, the passion, but there's some fear about beginning to study or move forward in reference to that passion. Okay? I don't know if there was something in your past or something that happened or someone that told you, that was of authority or that you gave authority to that made you feel less than. Okay? Like you couldn't do it. Like you aren't as brave. Like you aren't as courageous. Somewhere, something or someone of authority that was close to you that you trusted hurt you. And somehow, in some way, those fears are re-entering into your situation. You may not even realize it. So take a look. Take a look from a higher perspective. Is there something from your past, a situation from your past where somebody made you feel less than? There's somehow you took in, and now that's affecting you now. Five of Swords. But it's asking you, 5, change swords the way you're thinking. Change the way that you are thinking. We have the Two of Swords. So what you might have been blind about, the veil is going to be removed. The things are going to be coming and opening. Absolutely, Avery. The things that you want, the things that you asked for, you're going to be given clarity. I don't know, for some of you, you asked for a sign. Some of you, you asked for clarity. It's coming. That thing that you've been thinking about at night. All right? That thing, The sign, the prayer, the clarity rather, is coming in. Okay? But it really wants you to learn to listen to your higher self. There is a lack, or there is some type of I don't want to say, because you're always connected. You're never not connected. But somewhere inside of you, you feel a disconnect. You feel as though you are disconnected. This does not mean that that is the reality, to be clear. Okay? Yeah, there's somehow you lost your power, or forgot who you are and how powerful and charismatic you are. Okay? You're being asked to do the work. There's inner work that needs to be done, and with that inner work will provide the clarity that it is that you need. See that, son? But see him getting to work? There's some things that need to be worked on. 7 is the inner number of introspection. Okay? Learning how to fill your cup. It came in upside down, so you're feeling like your cup. You're feeling drained. You could be feeling drained and tired. That's where all that. That's why you were feeling like this. That's why universe is starting to pull some things away from you. Okay? Because this is happening. The cup's not being full. We got to get back to the filling of this cup. We got to get back to you understanding how powerful and how charismatic you are. All right? You understanding that this thing that you're requesting, this stability, this abundance, this alignment or awareness of alignment is coming for you. But you got to get past the fear. Like there is some type of debilitating fear. Booba. It's some type of really debilitating fear where you just are scared to trust in yourself and take the leap forward. But if you only knew 9 of Cups, it could lead to something pretty spectacular if you just took the leap of faith. Okay? The Cups. Some of you guys could be asking for relationships, partnerships. Like all this will come. But that's the 9. This is also the 9. Okay? You got to fulfill yourself first. The other stuff will come. There's going to be an aha moment, a mental breakthrough coming through. It's going to help you to shift all of this. But just know, like I said before, this is all part of it. You got that Page of Cups again. All right? I always like to say, look, that's your team. Those little orbs up there, that's your non-physical team. Energetically here to help you. Those are the ancestors. Those are your guides. That's your non-physical team. See this little rabbit, that luck, that good luck coming, wrapping around you? You're like, ah, I knew it. I knew luck was coming for me. Hi, Jim. I knew luck was coming for me. Okay? I was losing hope, but I know luck is coming for me. Why? Because you began to trust in your intuition. You began to trust in the nudges. You began to trust what your body was telling you and listen to your body. So then this began to happen. Everything began to light up. Okay? We went from the consciousness and then we went inside deep. See how it's dark? We went deep to the subconscious, to the unconscious, to the things that aren't necessarily seen, not in the way that we see them. Okay? And you're connecting. And because of that, things are blossoming. Things are lighting up around you. You see that you are connected. See how he's standing with power? He's not afraid of that little rabbit. He's like, hey, I'm welcoming that rabbit. Hey there, buddy. Hey there, buddy. He's strong. Look at them calves. He's strong. He's grounded. In tune with his emotions. He has his cup. His cup. He's filling his cup. He's starting to what? Fill his cup. Okay? Hi, Jim. 2 of Wands. Okay? Some type of choice in which way to move forward. There might be multiple things that you could be moving forward for. Weigh your options and take what? A step forward. That's what I was saying, the key. The key is in that moving step forward. But you got to move forward to get the next key. You're not meant to stand there and not do anything. Okay? Don't be afraid to move forward. Suffering in silence, 3 of Swords. Okay? No more suffering in silence. Heal, baby. It's time to heal. If there is help that you need to get, go get it. 3 is the number of creation. Do not create or begin to create more sorrow and more unnecessary suffering. There is some suffering and things that we got to go through that are painful. It is to bring forth growth. However, a lot of times we tend to do things which create unnecessary suffering. Okay? And nobody knows. Nobody knows. But what's might happen is all this unnecessary suffering, all these things that you're doing behind the scenes, look, somebody's coming. So this could mean that somebody, and see this strike of lightning, find out a secret that you've been hiding or something that's been going on that you've been keeping from people. It might be about to be known because, see, he's about to open up that door and see what it is that she's doing. And I think in this story, he actually does find out what she was doing. Now, she was doing it for the support and for the good of the whole. However, if she would have just communicated that she needed help or just communicated, a way, trying to figure out a way with more than one person, 2 heads are better than one sometimes. You would have been able to come up with a better solution where you're not suffering by yourself. Okay? But even this situation is bringing about number 3, growth. Growth in the ways, 3 of Swords, that you're thinking. But 3 of Swords, think about the other tarot. The main tarot deck, Rider-Waite, Cole Smith deck, that is the 3 swords going through the heart. So there's some type of disappointment that has occurred. Okay? And you're being secretive about it. You might not have even told anybody that you feel that way about the situation. All this moving and shifting is going to require what? Great inner strength. I told you, courage. Courage to walk away from something that has been mentally holding you back. Time to walk away. Okay? All right, so let's do, because I know we're 23 minutes in, so I like to see if anybody wants to do a reading. Okay, so I can get to you guys or get it to as many people as I can, if there is any, tonight. Okay, so let me see what this last bam boom message is for you. We are picking 2. I think we had 2 last week, right? So we're doing 2. 1, 2. Words are discernment. Okay. Getting clarity and discernment about that choice that you're going to make. How you're choosing to move forward. Collaboration. Told you that might end up being with somebody. You might end up working with somebody else. Didn't I say that? More than one head. More than one head. More than one person. Where's another one? More than one person. Okay? All of these. It may be more than one person. It might take you stepping outside of yourself to get help and having the courage to do that. Hi, Monica. How are you, darling? Welcome. Oh, thank you. Oh, This is what you're going to need. That inner battle that inner beast, right? That fear. Okay, controlling that. Okay, love bugs. That is the message. Take heed, as the horn says. Okay, you got the love, you got the flow. Let me just, because I'm getting pulled to do the last boom boom power. I don't know if I've done that in a while. Nyla's over there sleeping on the beanbag easily and effortlessly. She's always in here cheering you guys on. Your soul shines. Remember, the brightness of your soul. That's right. Remember what I said in the beginning. You forgot. Y'all must have forgot. Light in the unexpected. Told you something shocking is coming through. Remember I said that lightning bolt? That lightning bolt? Change. Or something's going to hit you like a lightning bolt. Okay? Collaboration of souls. Let me tell you. Reiteration. Some type of collaboration of souls, booba. And cut the cords of doubt. You can do it. Okay? Cut the cords of doubt. All right. It was meant for me to do that. That's your reiteration of what we just said. Okay? Get it? Got it? Good. All right. So let me take a sip of water. Is there anyone right now that wants a live or needs a reading at this time? Because if not, I'm going to go. And while I'm waiting for somebody to say if they want a reading or not. Oh, Jim? Oh, is that a me? Is that a me, Jim? I want to do a quick shout out to Maha Movement, Meredith Walker of Maha Movement. She is doing a yoga conference. I can't think of the word. I'll say retreat. It's a yoga conference at the Ritz-Carlton. Sure. Okay. Jim and Monica. Sure. No problem. She's doing a yoga conference at the Ritz-Carlton Hotel in Philadelphia. Definitely check it out. It's going to be popping. There's going to be a lot of cool things going on. You will love it. So shout out to Meredith Walker, her crew. Check it out. Like I said, it is the Maha Movement. Okay. Check it out on Instagram. Philadelphia, Ritz-Carlton. It is going to be this Saturday, the 21st. Get your tickets. It's phenomenal. Go get your home on. Okay. All right, Jim. Okay. All right. So what is your question, Jim? And then Monica, I'll take you right after. Okay. All right, Jim. What is your question? Tuning into Jim easily and effortlessly. What is the message for Jim? Current work situation. What in reference to your current work situation? Or you just want a general reading about your current work situation? Want me to feel into it, dear? Easily and effortlessly. Going into Jim's work situation. What is his work situation? Conflict in the work. Okay. Well, I'll tell you one thing. It's going to work out in your favor, and you're definitely going to get clarity in reference to it. We have the Knight of Pentacles. All right, but it is in reverse. So there's some type of pause. Like the Knight of Pentacles, because that's Earth, is already slow. And the Knight of Pentacles usually has to do with some type of something of value to you. Pentacles in general has to do with something of value to you, application of something of value to you, or something that you have studied, or something that you're manifesting, that you studied about, or you're learning about, and applying that. That's the night. The night is the application. The page is the messenger or the thing that you're starting to learn about and study. And then the night is the application or the movement and the applying of that which you had just began to learn or something that you're trying to manifest and bring in. With it being upside down tells me that there is some type of pause in reference to something. It could be like your work stuff, so or something that you're doing or a project or something like that. It could be, of course, dealt with this conflict. What it's asking you to do, because the next one is the Queen of Swords, some type of decision or judgment, but it needs to be made. But it needs to be made with great clarity. It needs to be seen without emotion. It needs to be seen from a place of higher perspective. There is something, definitely. This situation is here to, well, all situations, but I'm going to say what they're saying is here for you to learn something and is going to transform you in a way that it will forever change you. Because look here. Oh, did you see an orb fly above me? Oh, cool. I can't wait to go look at the video later. Oh, excuse my nails. I need to get my nails did, y'all. See that transformation there? Okay. But this even looks, now that I look at it, I don't know if I noticed that before. These look like two crescent moons. So you listening to your intuition or the nudges that you've been getting, because see how we have this page of cups that came up again? All right. And this is a whole different deck. I'm not even using the same deck. I'm using a totally different deck I wasn't using before. This is that listening to your intuition. Okay. Listening to the nudges that you've been getting. That's seeing something from a higher perspective. Not getting taken and controlled by your emotions, even though you might be like irritated or frustrated. Whatever it is, whatever you had in mind in reference to it, it's not going to look like what you thought it was going to look. It may not be necessarily as lucrative as you thought it was going to be because it is upside down. So whatever you thought it was going to be, it may not necessarily look like that. However, even having said all of that, you did get the 10 of Cups. So the 10 of Cups is emotional fulfillment, so much emotional fulfillment that you're able to share this abundance with others. And you did get the Sun card, which is one of the best cards that you can get, which tells me there is happiness and there, if anything, there is clarity coming your way so that you have a better understanding of what's going on, how's going on, and then how to move accordingly. But as I tell everybody as they go through situations of conflict, make sure, please, I cannot say it enough. Make sure that you're handling things with great integrity. Okay? Great integrity. So, because if you don't and you go up there acting a fool or you do something just out of anger or irritation, or you speak out of anger or irritation, you have to be careful, because what you don't want to do is go end up doing damage control. And then instead of your goal being reached, everybody's talking about or focused on how you behaved, which we don't want to give anybody or take any focus off of your main goal, which is to resolve this and to get clarity about it and to know how you need to move forward and move accordingly. Okay, there might be a decision that you need to move. You don't wait for other people to do it for you. If there's a situation that you need to do, you collect as much information as you can. Like, get your clarity on, and then you figure out what you need to do that is best for you, and then you move accordingly. Okay? Hopefully that helps, Jim. Hopefully that helps some. Is this and ask a question? Yes, we are into the live asking. I am taking quick readings for people. Maddie, I am taking. So hopefully, Jim, I hope that helped a little bit. But you definitely have some clarity coming in reference to the conflict. Like I said, it might be holding something, some projects or something like that. Yes, you can be after Maddie. You can be after Monica. I have one more person in front of you, love bug. But either or way, you got to look at it without minus emotions. Look at it from a higher perspective. It may not look like what you originally thought it was going to look like, or may not be as lucrative as you thought it would be. However, there's some type of emotional fulfillment that is going to be coming from this situation, and great clarity that is going to be coming from the situation. Oh, good. I'm glad that was so. Oh, thank you, Jim. Thank you for allowing me to share my gift. I'm glad I could help you, dear. Okay, who's next? Many blessings to you, Jim. Thank you. And then we have Monica. Monica. Love Bug, what's your question? Let me see. Oh boy. Monica, feeling disconnected in relationship, feeling not going away. Okay. Okay, and what's the question in reference to the relation? I mean, in reference to it? Do you want just a general feeling of what's going on in reference to it? Of the disconnection and what's going on? Or is there something more specific that you would like to ask, Monica? And then Maddie, I'll be with you next year. Let me see, which Monica's deck? Which deck do I use for Monica? All right, Monica's asking me to go spiritual on you. Pulling out general overall feeling. Okay. I'll do the Rider-Waite Smith Cole, but I'm getting pulled to this deck, which is a more spiritual, divine, feminine deck. Easily and effortlessly. If I need to go to the other one, then I will. But let me see, because it's pulling me here. And I just need to be in tune with what it is your question was. Relationship, general, answering, connecting with Monica, easily, feelings from the past coming up. What's going on with Monica and her relationship? Please give us clarity and give us information about Monica and her relationship easily and effortlessly. Tuning into Monica. Thank you. Love you. And so it is. What is it that she needs to know? Something in my eyeball. Okay. Okay, dokie, choky. Okay. So, as I'm looking at this, we got a few different cards, obviously, because I pulled them. We have materialization. We have the nurturer. We have the student. We have the trailblazer, but it is reversed. And we also have the unknown quest or calling that is also in reverse. So let me show you. This is the materialization one. Let me just bring this up. Let's see. Oh, thank you, Maddie. Let's see. So this is materialization. Whenever I see that one, it says creativity, adaptability, and pleasure. Okay. And whenever I see this, it's talking. I love that card because it has to do with the bringing together of the two elements, water and earth. As you can see here, we're talking about that root chakra, that grounding chakra, that earth chakra, the foundation chakra, right? But then we see this here, the moon. Anything with the moon to me is like intuition, hidden knowledge. But then up here, what do we have? Dolphin, right? Dolphins are correlated or connected to the water. But dolphins are also very intuitive, very spiritual beings, right? We still can't figure it out how they communicate, but we know what we do know is that they're extremely intelligent, and the way that they communicate and the way that they lead their lives, very spiritual. Okay, so there's something, or in reference to relationship, a beautiful connection, actually. Um, very nurturing, or what you're wanting to bring in is very nurturing. Now, the next one, which is quite interesting, is the nurturer card. Let me cover her up, which is Taurus energy. Okay, I guess I have to cover that too. Taurus energy. All right. So Taurus energy is like physical touch. It's Venusian, so it's connected to Venus. It is love. It's resources, security, sensuality. It is grounding. Okay, so once again, materialization of something. I feel like, wow, I kind of feel like this is a really nice relationship here. Um, if there is something that you are being triggered about, I don't know. Does it feel like it's almost too good to be true? I don't know why. I don't even like the relationship that you have now. It seems it seems good. Um but you do also have the student, which is curiosity, flexibility, and eloquence. Okay? So you're learning and you're growing and you're changing. Here we go. All right? The student. Curiosity. This is Gemini energy. All right? It is the number 3, the number of creation, the number of expansion. It is air. Okay? Trailblazing. And you keep, it's almost like, I don't know what it's like you're afraid. I don't know if you're afraid to move forward, or you're afraid to, why you keep looking back to the past, because I don't know. I don't know if it's, I don't know. I keep hearing it's too good to be true. It's almost like either you feel like it's too good to be true. I don't know. It's very interesting energy, but with the student here and the curiosity here, it's almost like, I almost feel like you're afraid, because you did have the unknown card. Okay? Which is some type of fear of the unknown, because it's reverse. All right? This new journey that you're on with this new person. Okay, it says the void, the quest, the calling. It's like that past is calling you back because that's familiar to you. You already knew what that was going to look like. You already knew what that was going to feel like. You already knew what you had ideal wise of what that was going to look like. Now you're with this new person. And now, I don't know, it's almost like, yeah, wow, they keep saying like prayers answered and all this kind of stuff. So if the relationship that you're in isn't a really good relationship, there's a relationship that's going to be coming, or either you're praying really, really hard for a relationship that has all of these things in it. But it's almost like I feel like it's the person you're with. Trailblazing. Let me see what this is, because this is upside down. Ambition, assertive, for self-reliance. I don't know. Are you afraid to move forward? I know you said what is next. Like you want to know what is next, but is there a fear? Is there a fear in moving forward for you? I like, it sounds good. It sounds nurturing. It feels good, but I don't know. I feel like you might be afraid to move forward because the past is calling you, and it's kind of effing you up in the head. Let me see. There's some healing that needs to be done in order for you to expand. Okay, that's why they're showing me this. I forgot this over here. There's some healing. It says contraction 3-3, inner world mending being. And she's going into the cave, which of course obviously is the inner world, and she has Jupiter on top. Don't know if staying is best or leaving is best. See, she's going into the inner world, because she needs to heal. And see this up here at the top that's talking about, oh, you know what? That is not Jupiter. That's actually Saturn. So we got some healing to do, boo-ba. All right, so there's some healing that needs to take place. Oh, okay, that's why the moving forward part. Because I was like, let me ask. So the question is, should you stay or should you go? Is the question. Should I stay or should I go? Which is why I'm feeling like you're not wanting to move forward. But if you're not wanting to move forward, then there's something that's stopping you from moving forward. There's something that's telling you not to move forward. What is it? Easily and effortlessly. Should she stay or should she go? King of Pentacles. Yeesh. Okay. Okay. Okily dokily. Okay, so let's see. Yes, Maddie, you're after Monica. Okay, so Monica, I'm going to tell you what I picked. And remember, you take what resonates. I don't like telling people to break up or do all that kind of stuff. I don't like it because you have to collect all the information that you have. Okay? I'm just giving you what the card says. Oof. Okay. So, we have the King of Pentacles. I don't know if that's him. I almost feel like maybe that's him. That could be some type of earth energy, or his energy is like hardworking. He could have coins, or he's good with money, but or a hard worker. Okay, but what I'm seeing after that, because I have this. Okay, it also could be something that's good, that's manifested. But what I have after that is this, which is telling me there might be something either you're going to end up walking away from, you're both going to end up walking away from, or it's just not working out. And maybe what I was picking up early, well, remember I told you I feel like you don't want to move forward into the unknown, or there's a fear of moving into the unknown. But there's definitely some type of healing that you have to do within yourself. Oh. But yeah, and it's talking about inner strength as well. Okay. And the inner strength is going to take to maybe walk away from this, or just to get through this situation, period. Ooh. I don't know if it's like, because before we had all that stuff coming up. You're a student, so this is all part of your growth and all part of your learning. And what you're trying to bring in is someone, either if that's not him, if he's not the person that's super nurturing, super loving, very grounded, then like I said before, this is the relationship that you're wanting to call in and manifest. But when I asked the direct question, should you stay or should you go, this was what I got. King of Pentacles, reverse love of Two of Cups, and reverse Lovers. Usually when I see reverse Lovers and a reverse of the Two of Cups, usually has to do with breakup. And obviously the inner strength that it takes to move through that, that's why we have the 8 coming up. Inner strength. Working through your emotions. Okay, does that make, hopefully that helps, Monica. You know, I don't like giving breakup news or bad news. I don't like it at all. But I have to tell you what the cards say. And in the end, like I said before, you are going to have to be the one in the end that makes that decision. Don't let me be the one that made that decision for you. You make that decision. Okay? Based upon all the facts that you have and what you already know. Okay? But like I said, I felt like there was some type of, because of the trailblazer lady being upside down, ambitious, assertiveness, and, you know, moving forward energy. Trailblazers push forward and move through, and this was opposite. So it's like I feel like there's a when I think about you moving forward, there's a on your side. Not even necessarily on his side, on your side. Oakley dokley, baby. And then learn from your past, learn, grow, evolve. Use this as an opportunity to elevate and grow. Okay, Monica? All right, my love bug. Mwah, 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 mwah. Thank you for trusting in me and trusting in the process. Maddie, you're up next, baby. All right, Maddie, let me just go up to the top of yours. I was wondering if things are going good with me and Jay, and if I'm the only girl he likes. He's a Gemini, and I'm a Libra, and we've been friends since both high school and college. Okay. Okay, I read that first part. Okay. No, it's not ghost haunting your brain. It's just you thinking or overthinking. You thinking or overthinking about what's popping and crack-a-lacking. So let's see what you boo. Maddie! Let's see, Maddie. Maddie! What's crack-a-lacking with Maddie and her boo? Let's see. What's the deal with Maddie and her boo? Please give us some more clarity about Maddie. What information do we need to know about Maddie? Five of Swords, some type of change. I kind of want to do intuition. Easily and effortlessly. Back of the energy. Okay. Oakley dokley, Maddie. All right, things going well, and but just like I said to Monica, I'm just telling you what the cards say. I'm not the end all be all. Okay, and you take this information and you sit with it, and if you need to collect data, you just collect data or whatever. But I am not the end all be all. Okay. So I'm just telling you what the cards say. So, with the cards saying, I got the Five of Swords is the first. And this could be like past energy or whatever. Something within the relationship that might have happened in the past. Could be something in the future that comes up. But we're just going to just say what's on here. Okay. So, Swords. I have the Five. I have the Five of Swords. And Five of Swords usually has to deal with something being done to someone, whether you're doing it or he's doing it, somebody's doing it, where someone had an unfair advantage and took advantage of a situation. Okay. I have the Four of Wands, which talks about, it's in reverse. So when I see this, it's the celebration, it's weddings, it's all that kind of stuff. When it's like this, that means there's a hurdle to jump over. Okay. So there may be some type of hurdle that may be to jump over in reference to trust. That's what that's telling me. I don't know. That could be on your end. That could be on his end. It doesn't mean like this card means something he did something to you or you did something to him.
As I'm telling the story, it's beginning to evolve. Okay. So there could be an issue of trust, like something happened to one of you guys in the past where, it puts up a fence around, I see a fence going around somebody's heart. Okay. And because of that, it's going to cause some hurdles, possibly, or could cause some hurdles in a relationship, or could be a hurdle in the relationship. It is asking you to follow your nudges and follow your intuition. And something about not, either somebody's not willing to put in the work, or there's going to be issue with not being able to put in the work, whether that be you or him, because I have this in reverse. Okay. And then I did end up with the death card, which is an ending. Okay. The ending to something. Now, let's see what else. Is she the only girl? I mean, just looking at what I just said and looking at the cards, that might be a maybe no. Easily, as far as you being the only girl. And that doesn't mean that he's getting with everybody or everyone, but there could be someone else he has his eye on. Yeah, I don't know, it just feels like there's a lot of, I got two sword cards that are upside down. So lack of clarity. Wants to bring you love, is going to be offering love, but there's some stuff. He's going to be coming like this, offering you love and companionship and all this kind of stuff, but there's going to be some hidden secrets. There's some type of hidden secrets. When you see this means it's hidden secrets. Is she going to find out about these secrets or anything hidden so that she can have more clarity? Will she be able to have clarity? Yes. You're going to get the clarity that you need. You're going to be definitely contemplating about some things and getting the clarity. Don't be scared. Don't be scared. And there's going to be there's going to be some type of light conflict or something that happens, which is going to give you more clarity. See? Back of the deck energy, Queen of Swords energy. So there might be a light squabble or something that comes up where you ask a question about something or bring attention to something, and that might cause some type of conflict. Nothing crazy, but like and then it's going to force you to think of some stuff. And then you're going to make a choice of how you want to move forward. Because, see, he chooses. You've got the whole world in your hands, and it's up to you to create your world. All right? Because we have been friends for so long, and I know he's scared to lose the... Yeah, absolutely. I get it. That's a big thing, especially, moving from really, really good friends into a relationship. Relationship is a big risk. Because nothing will ever be the same again. And then depending on how you guys end up breaking up, a lot of people don't end up still being friends afterwards. So just be mindful and be communicative with what it is that you want and how it is that you guys want to move forward. Be very communicative with what it is that what your expectations are in a relationship. Be very, very clear. And if you don't get that, then begin to move back. Protect your space, protect your peace. Don't doubt yourself or your intuition if you ever were to feel something or pick something up, and ask questions. If you have questions, then you need to ask questions. If something feels a little off, ask questions and see what the response is. It doesn't mean you have to react on it, but it's just collecting information or detail. Information. Okay? So you're going to make the decision that you want to make and that you need to make. But, it's almost like the cards are saying just stay friends. I don't know if like I said, if it's him or if it's you that had something in your past where trust is an issue for either one of you guys, which will end up being a hurdle if you guys do decide to move forward. Yeah, because when I told him how I felt, he was so shocked and even said he lost his brain too. He said he lost his brain too. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, well, it's not that it's not going to be exciting. It's not that there isn't any charisma or, something there, because something's there because you're friends. So that's the enticing aspect of it, is that you're friends. So it's like, all right, well, you're supposed to be friends first. And then, so if we could be friends, then maybe we can be more than friends, right? So that's the idea. But just keeping in mind, it's way more than that. It's like, it's so much more than that. You really have to make sure that you are relationship compatible. You can be friends all you want, but if you're relationship compatible, that's the question. That was before when he was with his ex. What is YH? YH? That was before when he was with his ex back in school. What's YH? Maybe I'm making me feel old. Ah. And what was oh okay. Yeah, that was before when he was back in school. Yeah, when he was with his ex back in school. What was before when he was back in ex? You told him that you liked him then? So I would say the cards are saying keep it as friends. It might get a little tricky or funny if you guys move into beyond friend mode. That is the card's advice, I guess you could say. And because you did get the death card, so it might totally end the relationship. But like I said, that's both thank you. And also, yes, yeah is good, because that's how I learned all the different lingo. So thank you for teaching me YH. I lost my train of thought. Yeah, so in the end, you have to make the decision. No, because I didn't want to get him in between. Okay, good. You didn't get messy. Good job, Maddie. No messiness. But yeah, like I said, it says stay friends for the most part. If you do enter into something more than friends, it could get a little tricky. But if you're willing to take that risk, it's a high risk. But if you're willing to take that risk, by all means, you are, what do they say? You're the student. So whatever way you gonna learn one way. I mean, you could learn that it worked out great, or you can learn that maybe that wasn't a great move. Next time I'll do this, or whatever. And make sure that when you do this, you're not looking at him through rose-colored glasses. Look at him and look at how he moves in his relationships. Look at him and how he's moved in his relationships. And then, like I said, if you decide to go forward with that, make sure you are very clear with what your expectations are and stick with it. And, don't wait, but we already said we like each other, so that's fine. That's okay. You can like each other. That don't mean he don't like you. That don't mean you don't like him. It just means that moving forward, somebody has trust issues, whether that's you or him or both of y'all. And that's going to be a hurdle or an obstacle or an issue within the relationship if you decide to move forward. Somebody's not going to want to put in the work or the effort that it takes in order to get work past that. It's telling you to follow your intuition, but I know it's hard because now you might be all googly because he said he liked you and you like him, and it's like, oh my God. So you get into this whole euphoric thing, but you got to be able to look at this minus the emotions from a higher perspective. But yeah, if you want to take the leap, go on, take the leap. But just be cautious and just stay true to yourself. Stay true to your intuition if you decide to do that. That's the advice. Okay, love bug. Okay, I know some readers said this, and things like that, but I don't really get into the twin flame thing. It's really not my thing. Even though, yes, I believe some of those do exist and all that kind of stuff. But, we could be. But I don't get into that. I don't tune into that. I just tune into the energy and what the highest, what they say, the high probability of something happening. Something else could totally happen. That what I'm saying could be, something else. Something else could totally happen. But the cards that are coming through, even using multiple decks, seem pretty consistent. Okay. Oh, you're welcome. You're welcome, love bug. And come back and tell me what happened, even if it's years from now. Come back and tell me what happened. Everything's great. Y'all got married. You're on your first kid. Whatever. I always like feedback, one way or the other. Okay. Even if what I said was totally wrong, I would like feedback. Okay. All right. Ooh, yes, I know. I'm working on it. There's a little weird glitch thing going on with my website. So I'm going to be working on that tonight, Jim. So don't fret, darling. I'm getting it together. I got to work with my Wix people. But it'll be up. It should be up hopefully within the next couple days. Okay, love bugs? All right. I will. I subscribe. I just feel like I have to lock my heart in even more now. Yeah. Yeah. Definitely. Oh, thank you for subscribing. And yes, of course, share with people that you think might or could use this advice. I'm building a community, guys. I'm trying to be global and worldwide so I can share and love on as many people. I just love people. I genuinely do. I really love people. So I want to help as many people with my gift as I can. I greatly appreciate you guys for checking in. And yes, thank you, Jim. Know that you will have access. I got to get with them. You will have access hopefully within the next couple of days. So keep checking. All right. I also do gift cards. So say if you like, oh, I loved my reading today and I think such and such, this would be a great gift for somebody. You can definitely get gift cards for people too. All right. For birthdays, anniversaries, or just because gift card. Be like, you need a reading. So feel free to do that for people as well. I love you guys. Thank you for trusting in me. Thank you for loving me. Remember, I will be back here 7 p.m. next week. Also, remember, if you are in Philly, go to the Ritz-Carlton. Sign up for the Maha Movement. Go to Maha Movement and follow me on Instagram too. That's where you'll see all my different stories of the different events that I do, different events that are going on that I suggest that you could go to so it will elevate your life and your experience. Okay? Okay. All right, my love bugs. I love you. See you next week, 7 p.m. Monday, right here, Eastern Standard Time.
Bye, boos.